Hey, I'm Eric Lige. I live in San Diego, California, but I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I am the worship director for Urbana. I would say some of my favorite worship artists are Babby Mason, Fred Hammond, commissioned. I'm gonna date myself, but Carmen commissioned Christ Church. I remember there was a project that they did together. There's a lady named Olita Adams. She's not necessarily known as a gospel artist, but she put a gospel project together once, one of my absolute favorites. I can't go a day without iced chai, bhakti iced chai. In fact, I have it right here. Hold on for a second. It's kind of something I feel like I just kind of slipped into. I started kind of naturally doing it. I was surrounded by a community of friends who are from different ethnicities and nationalities, and we would go and do worship events together. And oftentimes I'd just turn to one of my friends and say, if English isn't their first language, I'd say, hey, can you sing this song and sing it in your heart language? I didn't know that I was living out multi-ethnic, multicultural, or global worship at that time. I was invited to become the worship director at a church in San Diego called Ethnos Community Church. One of the elements in our church services is the use of multi-ethnic and global worship to invite people into this global worship experience. I'm a news hound, actually. When it comes to television, my television stays on TV news, and CNN in particular. I would say, book-wise, there's a book that Babby Mason, my favorite songwriter and music mentor, wrote. It's called Faith Lived, and it's full of stories that just kind of inspires us to faith. In traveling to Japan, something I've learned from my sisters and brothers there is how to worship communally. Because oftentimes in the spaces that I've been in the United States, a lot of times the worship is personalized, and that's one aspect or one expression of worship. But I learned how to think about communal worship and how when we come together, it's not just one individual, we're a collective. I've learned that from my friends there in Japan. And so when we sing, Shua wa o gimite, chikara wo yo, Shua wa ga chikara wa gatate, everyone lights up, everyone knows the song, and we all start singing it together, and it's very communal. South Africa, they've taught me how to loosen up. I am from a Pentecostal background, but I'm personally more conservative where I don't move as much. But my brothers and sisters, I can't go to South Africa and not move and dance along with my sisters and brothers there. I've learned from my friends there in South Africa how to speak honestly and truthfully about racial issues. They've had this history in South Africa of apartheid and all this stuff, and so just sitting and hearing some of the stories and experiences from different perspectives it's helped to shape how I address racial tensions even in this country that I live in. Let's see, where else have I traveled to? Greece. Greece is a lot like Japan in terms of communal expression and a communal worship. I love how my Greek friends, they just kind of take their time with I feel like when I go to Greece, we're never in a hurry. Community matters, people matter, and so sometimes it kind of turn off the clock and just kind of go for it in terms of worship. I'm excited about many things, but one of the most exciting things for me is being able to be in the same room with so many participants responding to God's call to worship and to worship Him in different languages and styles and expressions, just really giving people a foretaste of what heaven is going to be like.